The three affiliated tribes have opened a new kidney dialysis unit in Newtown. Director of the unit, Elizabeth Bluestone Lone Bear, says they'll provide services for all enrolled members from MHA or members from a different tribe or reservation. The facility can support up to 36 patients per day, and Lone Bear says in the middle of this year they plan to start offering at-home dialysis equipment and other medical supplies if patients don't want to come to the clinic.
I feel like we made history for our people, for the Mandan Hidatsa Nation, as well as our community members.
Now, they also offer transportation for patients going to and from the unit.